Welcome back. Fox 46 Charlotte is honoring teachers who are getting results for our kids. Now, right before winter break, our Kayla Ayers surprised one teacher whose creativity in the classroom caused such a stir it even caught the district's attention last month. Take a look.
We dropped by Community House Middle School on Holiday Sweater Day.
Mrs. King. Hi. I'm Kayla Ayers. I'm with Fox 46 Charlotte, and we're here because you're our teacher getting results this week.
English teacher Katlin King had gone all out, something she's known for.
If the lesson goes all the way to the assistant superintendent with its impact, I think she's getting some serious results.
So you're going to read the front.
A recent lesson on dystopian novels caught the district's attention when she sent this letter home with students, announcing teachers would be monitoring students' cell phone use.
Did anybody in the 8th grade fall for that?
Yes.
It kind of opened our eyes for what it's like in The Giver.
Many of the children have been asking, how can, these people, these citizens, be so mindless to just go along with what people are telling them? And so they weren't realizing that when you're in a position of an authority or you trust somebody, you, for the most part, do what they say.
I want you to now talk to the text and tell me what stands out to you.
Mrs. King says she wants her students to question text presented as nonfiction, a lesson she says is vitally important when it comes to fake news.
I hope that they take away that the things I'm teaching them have meaning beyond just their EOG. And hopefully they're even saying to their parents, oh, well, did you read that whole article?
She's always thinking outside the box and wanting to do something real and relevant that kids will remember.
You only had to do the first two. So you're phenomenal, you're done.
She's a Fox 46 teacher getting results, and Mrs. King doesn't plan on going anywhere.
Once I got to go in the classrooms and see that, and I know it sounds so cheesy and cliche, but the difference that you can make in the impact, that's what led me to education and to stay in it.
Don't you love that? Mrs. King herself, Miss Katlin King, joining us here this morning on Good Day. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
So fun to see stories like this and to see the different ways that teachers plan and find ways to reach their students. I have the most respect, I think, for middle school teachers. Truly, it's such a tough age for so many kids.
See, a lot of people say that, but like that's my niche.
Yeah.
I love the 8th graders and that age because you can have fun with them, but they're still kids and they're so easy to I don't know, just work with.
I can see what you mean. They're not quite adults yet, so you still have some of that innocence, but they're young enough but they're old enough rather that you can talk about some adult topics, which you do. And certainly it sounds like you tie that in not only with present day news and current events and things like that, but ways that you are still teaching literature and things like that. We saw a little bit in here in Kayla's story. Tell us a little bit about that and how you specifically do sort of cross paths in the curriculum throughout the year.
Well, I'm so lucky. I work with the best PLC and the best group of language arts teachers.
PLC, for the layman, what is that?
Oh, just a group of teachers who teach the same subject in CMS. And so a lot of my colleagues came together, and it wasn't just me. We all were able to get in on this. And so being able to have such a great group of teachers to plan with makes it easy to come up with great lessons like this one that we did.
For parents out there, or for other teachers maybe who could be watching, you get kind of an insider's look at things that you see a side of kids that sometimes the parents don't get to see, because parents don't get to go to school with their kids anymore when they hit middle school and drop in and do visits and things. Is there anything that you see as far as behavior or things that would be helpful for parents or other teachers to know in terms of how to reach their middle schoolers? Because you obviously seem to have kind of nailed the market on that one.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm an expert by any means, but I think just, emphasizing reading at home is so important. And so with technology and reading on the iPads and the Kindles and reading on their phone, I think it takes away a little bit of our focus on reading. And so reading just actual books, I think, is really helpful, and just emphasizing like finding books you like and how to do that, I think, is important.
I like that. So maybe emphasizing too, it's not as important what you're reading as long as you are reading. If your kid wants to be reading a comic book, it's still reading, even if it's not the traditional sense of, a classic novel or something. See, Katlin King, that's why they pay you the big bucks to do what you do. And give you the big awards at least anyway, huh? Thank you so much for coming in. It was great to have you, and we appreciate what you do for our kids.
All right, thank you for having me.
You got it. We're back with more Good Day here in just a minute, folks. Come back for more.